Welcome. We are going to showcase Graviton, our game for CPS 209 spring semester of 2019. I'm going to start the client, which is what we're going to demonstrate first. Give it a few seconds to load up, and I am running in debug mode, which may or may not be a good idea. So starting with the About page, this gives all the credits. As you can see, we have a few links for the asset files that we did not develop ourselves. The Help page contains the story, gameplay, and controls for Graviton. You can return to menu. And then we're going to play single player, because multiplayer requires the server, which we'll showcase in a bit. So we can demonstrate cheat mode quickly. And for the benefit of the audience, we're going to name it after, or give our username the name of our computer science professor. We click New Game, and we can go ahead and fly around collecting little orbs. And I'm using the WASD keys to do so. I can pick up the different colors of orbs, and as you can see, they must match the color of the well. Now, as soon as this last orb is deposited, I get a power-up here in the top right-hand corner. That is to cure a well of a curable but deadly malady called destabilization. We're going to find another well and see if we can get a different power-up. And we should be able to complete this one in one fell swoop. Yes, now we have a destabilization. So this is the malady-inducing power-up. Right there is a black hole of death. And it is sending out shockwaves that will destroy any orbs within the radius of the shockwave. That is basically the feature. And then if I press Q while I'm near this destabilized well, I can get rid of it. I give and I receive. So that is the premise of Graviton. There are some nice visual features. For example, the well animations. They pulse very nicely. The player has a nice little animation there. If I keep it relatively still, you should be able to see it. The AI have a less noticeable animation. You kind of have to keep up with them in order to see it. But it is there. And of course, the parallax background. That said, we can go to help from this in case somebody did not bother to take a look at the help page before playing. We can resume, and we can do the same thing by just clicking escape multiple times. It's wonderful. And loading last save works, but we're going to save and exit first. And then we're going to load from save again. And this is exactly what we left off. The score is the exact same. And so is the map and all orbs. Everything is exactly the same. If I go ahead and load last save, you'll see it just reloads me to when I last saved. So works from both the main menu and from the paused menu. And that was cheat mode on. Cheat mode off, we're going to use my favorite username. That allows you to be affected by gravity. You'll notice that that was a little bit of a sharp turn there because of gravity. And I'm not going to demonstrate too much. Just going to see if I can find a well to destabilize. If I can get a destabilized power-up, that will make this much more efficient. Unfortunately, cheat mode does not give you infinite access to power-ups. Maybe in Graviton 2.0, if there is such a thing. Unfortunately, we did not get one. Well, you are gonna. You'll have to take my. Oh, well, okay. The AI have stolen our orbs yet again. I think we can get a power-up, and yes, we can get destabilize. So what I'm going to quickly do here is demonstrate how the power-up gives you invincibility for when you're over the well, but if I try to go back towards it, you'll observe that I actually am taking my hands off the keys, and this is the game over screen. So return to menu, back to the main menu. Now that we have demonstrated the single player aspect, we're going to go ahead and demonstrate the server. to allow me to start up server. Continue debugging. And then we're going to go back to Graviton, play multiplayer, join game, and go through this lovely little countdown. And in just a moment, we will be injected into the arena. And my username is displayed above the player. It's a nice little feature. Unfortunately, animations do not work, and there is some development lag between single player and multiplayer. So that is unfortunate. But if I decided I want to play with another Graviton, I can just go here to the client, start up a new Graviton client.exe. And actually, I forgot about this, but I'm going to have to abort this particular exe. And then I'm going to have to load up. I'm actually going to have to load up 2 exes. Play multiplayer, and then we're going to have Magna and Shab play together. Okay. And of course, we're having some server trouble again. All right, let's restart the Graviton server. Continue debugging. And then we're going to open up 2 copies, or 2 instances of Graviton multiplayer. And we are joining. The countdown is initiated, and it is exactly the same on both screens. If I go ahead and I'll wait, but I'm going to demonstrate that 2 players can indeed be on the screen at the same time, because we have Shab right now, and Shab is going to head to the bottom right corner of the screen. Then we transition to Magna, which is in a completely different part of the map. But he is wanting to find Shab. And find Shab he shall. There is Shab. They're displaying practically the same screen. And now Shab is going to find Magna and give him an A+ for his hard work. And now, I believe Magna is now lost in space. Danger, Will Robinson. If I'm right. Am I right? Ah! They have found each other. The reunion. So emotional. They are now 2 buddies who will forever compete in Graviton. Wonderful. But that is all for today. This is all for Graviton, in fact. And with that, we're done. That's Graviton. Good job, team.